So these dogs are going to come out of there pretty lit up, so just stay as calm as possible.
We're here in rural Arkansas assisting an overwhelmed pet owner with the removal of about 30 dogs from the property. The owner clearly realized that she was overwhelmed. There were too many animals for one person to take care of, so she knew the ASPCA and requested our assistance. The animals were definitely fearful when we entered the property. They clearly had lack of socialization in their lives, probably only seeing a couple of people their entire lives. There was one dog inside the house who was hiding on top of a cluttered counter. Was so fearful that he wasn't even able to get away from the situation that was scaring him. He was just very shut down, but he was definitely one of the ones that stood out to me as being so afraid that he couldn't even move. It's really important for us to be able to step in when it's truly a situation where the animals are in jeopardy and we have received a request like this. The animals are being transported to our emergency shelter. A team is waiting there to admit them into the shelter, give them a nice clean place to sleep, food and water. The medical teams will also examine them, so they'll start receiving treatment for some of those untreated medical issues that they're suffering from.
When the dogs arrived, most of them were terrified. These dogs were living in isolation, and when they came off of the truck, there were several I noticed that looked like they were in terrible shape. There was one in particular who was covered in mange. It was obvious to me that she will need a lot in the way of medical care, but also gentle, slow behavioral help to lead a happy life. Now that the dogs are here, we're performing thorough medical exams, and our behavior team is working with the medical team to provide low-stress handling. All of the dogs are frightened, so we're going slow, and we're taking our time to provide what they need from a medical perspective and a behavior perspective too. It is such an amazing privilege to do this work. I am so happy that we're able to be here to help these animals who need so much. They really need a lot in the way of recovery, and we can provide that. So I am overjoyed to be able to give that to them. And once they have been rehabilitated, they can go into happy homes. Support for the ASPCA is critical in making this life-saving work possible. Without support and the generosity of our donors, we really couldn't save these lives, and there are lives all across the country that are in situations like these dogs are facing. So thank you very much for your support.